It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates, and I think we have a fairly interesting one here. Davis Mills of the Texans, Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
So here's Miami Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic. And in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run now with Gaskin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. About to get our first look at this Texans offense as they're led out by Davis Mills, their rookie quarterback, selected in the 3rd round from Stanford.
And for many people, a bit of a surprise selection for the Houston Texans was Davis Mills because he only had 11 starts during his time at Stanford. But coming out of high school, many ranked him as the #1 quarterback going into college football. Has a live arm, better mobility than what people think, highly intelligent. I think the upside is tremendous for Davis Mills.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Mills on 3rd and 2.
This one caught by Davis.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And his throw is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
It's complete to Chris Conley.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
An option run with Ingram.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. They go screen. This is Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they did go run, so you were right. Maybe a little more breathing room for 4th down.
Well, no one wants to be accused of playing it safe, right? But instead, they would just reverse it and say, we're playing it smart.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mills. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A couple of 1st downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Preston Williams, 45 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Desmond King on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. He's got the hookup with Conley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, Mills. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Mills. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage, Mills. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mills on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mills now. This will be caught by Brown, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mills now from the 50. Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Mills. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I see you. I see you.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Danny Amendola.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mills. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore. 30 yards, and the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's to Parker. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11. Looking to pass. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A 1st down throw for Mills. Complete. It's Johnson. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw from Mills.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's caught here, Amendola. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth down, Mills.
Conley's got it over the middle. And some room to work. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, 45 yards.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Miami's receivers had the 2nd fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020 and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a 1st down right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And give them a gain of 37.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mills. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Desmond King now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 21-14, 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down.
Throwing after the interception. Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
First down, Mills. Complete to Akins.
Great job, D. Great job.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jalen Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. He's got his target, Chris Conley. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Now Mills on fourth down.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.